December 1st, 1948. A perfectly dressed man lies dead on an Australian beach. No ID, no cause of death, but hidden in his pocket, two words that would launch the greatest unsolved mystery of the 20th century. Those words led to an unbreakable code that has stumped FBI cryptographers, intelligence agencies, and modern AI for 75 years. By the end of this video, you'll know every clue, every theory, every impossible connection, but I guarantee you'll have more questions than answers. This is the story of the Somerton man, and it starts with a couple taking a romantic walk on the beach. November 30th, 1948, Somerton Beach, Adelaide. Jeweler John Lyons and his wife are enjoying the warm summer evening when they notice a man in a perfect suit lying against the seawall. His legs are crossed at the ankles, one arm by his side, the other bent naturally. The Lyons assume he's sleeping off a few drinks and walk on. But something feels wrong. Mrs. Lyons looks back. He hasn't moved an inch. The next morning, December 1st, 6:30 a.m. Another couple makes the same discovery. This time they know immediately. He's not sleeping. He's dead. Police arrive to find something extraordinary. A man approximately 45 years old, athletic build, wearing expensive clothes, brown pullover, white shirt, gray trousers, polished leather shoes. But here's what's impossible. Absolutely no identification. No wallet, no papers, no name tags. Every manufacturer's label has been surgically removed from his clothing, not torn, cut with precision. Someone didn't want this man identified. The question is, was it him or someone else? Police search his pockets methodically. What they find makes no sense. A packet of Kensitas cigarettes, containing 7 different brands, none of them Kensitas. Railway tickets to Henley Beach, purchased but never used. A bus ticket to Glenelg, used the day he died. An American-made aluminum comb, a brand not sold in Australia. But hidden deep in his fob pocket, rolled up tiny, is a scrap of paper with 2 words that will change everything. Tamam Shud. These Persian words meaning finished or ended would unlock a mystery involving impossible codes, international espionage, and a love triangle that may have cost a man his life. Tamam Shud. 2 words no one in Adelaide recognizes. Language experts finally identify them as Persian, appearing on the final page of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, one of the world's most famous poetry collections. Police launch a public appeal. Does anyone have a copy of the Rubaiyat with the final page missing? For weeks, nothing. Then in January 1949, a man walks into the police station with an incredible story. On December 1st, the same day the body was found, this man had parked near Somerton Beach. When he returned, a book was on his back seat. A book he'd never seen before. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, final page torn out. But when police examine this book, they discover something that changes everything. Faintly penciled on the back cover are 5 lines of code. Line 1, MRGOABB, line 2, ABTB4AE, line 3, AAD1TKSEAQ, line 4, 5PLAMGQFBD, line 5, ML1AOI1VS. This code has been analyzed by the world's best cryptographers for 75 years. Not one has cracked it, but there's more. Police discover a faint impression on one of the book's pages, a phone number. Not just any number. It belongs to a woman living 5 minutes from Somerton Beach. We'll call her Jessica Thompson. When police contact her, her reaction is unusual. She immediately recognizes the book. She'd given an identical copy to Alfred Boxall during World War II when she worked as a nurse. Police track down Alfred Boxall. He's alive and still has his copy of the Rubaiyat, final page intact. So whose book was in the car? Who wrote the code? Jessica claims she doesn't know the dead man, but neighbors tell a different story. Weeks before his death, an unidentified man came looking for Jessica. The description matches the Somerton man perfectly. What police discover about Jessica Thompson adds layers that make this mystery even more impossible. Because Jessica wasn't just a wartime nurse, she had connections to some very secretive government work. As investigators dig deeper, they uncover Jessica's wartime background. She didn't just work as a nurse, she worked in military areas with access to classified information. She knew people in intelligence. She understood codes and encryption. And there's something else. In 1949, Jessica gives birth to a son. The timing is suspicious, exactly 9 months after the Somerton man's death. When her son grows up, family friends notice something remarkable. He bears a striking resemblance to the dead man. For years, Jessica's son wondered about his paternity. The dates didn't align with Jessica's husband, and something about his mother's reaction to questions about the Somerton man suggested she knew far more than she admitted. By 1949, the world is deep in Cold War paranoia. Australia is developing nuclear technology with Britain. The testing site? Woomera, just hours from Adelaide. Was the Somerton man a spy? The evidence is compelling. Complete lack of identification, standard for intelligence operatives, removed clothing labels, spy tradecraft for foreign operations, the code format, matching 1940s intelligence encryption methods, mixed international items, American comb, various cigarette brands, Jessica's government connections, access to classified nuclear program information. The Somerton man dies December 1, 1948. Weeks later, Australia announces formal participation in the British nuclear program. Coincidence? Reviewing case files decades later, investigators discover something chilling. The Somerton man isn't the only mysterious death. January 1949. George Marshall, civil servant with classified access, found dead. No clear cause. March 1949. Eugene Barbier, former ballet dancer with Eastern European connections, dies mysteriously June 1949. Unidentified woman found dead on beach 300 kilometers away. No ID, no cause of death. 4 mysterious deaths in 6 months, all in the same region, all involving people with potential intelligence connections. Was someone eliminating witnesses? For decades, the case remained cold. Then 21st century technology offered new hope. In 2009, researchers gained permission to analyze the Somerton man's preserved hair samples. DNA analysis revealed Eastern European ancestry, haplogroups suggesting Baltic or Western Russian heritage. This supported the spy theory, as many Cold War operatives were recruited from displaced Eastern Europeans. Meanwhile, cryptographers worldwide continued attacking the 5-line code using every known method. Substitution ciphers, each letter representing another transposition ciphers, letters rearranged by pattern book ciphers, numbers referencing page and word positions, military codes from World War II and early Cold War. Nothing worked. Experts now theorize it might be initial letters of a poem or message, a one-time pad, theoretically unbreakable, shorthand for phone numbers or addresses, random letters designed to mislead. In 2022, Professor Derek Abbott announced a breakthrough. Using advanced DNA and genealogical research, he identified the Somerton man as Carl Charles Webb, a 43-year-old electrical engineer from Melbourne. If correct, Webb had technical expertise with codes and systems, work connections in Adelaide, and reasons to be there. But identification doesn't solve the bigger mysteries. Why no ID? Who wrote the code? What was his connection to Jessica? Some experts remain skeptical. The DNA evidence relies on genealogical analysis rather than direct comparison. The mystery may be far from over. Even with Webb's identification, fundamental questions remain. The code, 5 lines of letters and numbers, still uncracked after 75 years. Jessica's connection. How did they know each other? Was he her child's father? Cause of death. No poison, no injuries, no medical condition. How did he die? Intelligence angle. Was Webb recruited for classified work? Was his death espionage related? This case has inspired dozens of books, documentaries, films, and countless amateur investigators worldwide. What makes it so captivating? It combines every element of a perfect mystery: an impossible death, an unbreakable code, potential international intrigue, a tragic love story, and evidence pointing in multiple directions simultaneously. The Somerton man reminds us that even in our age of advanced technology and AI, some mysteries resist solution. Maybe Charles Webb was a spy carrying deadly secrets. Maybe he was simply a man who loved the wrong woman at the wrong time. The code remains unbroken, the cause of death unknown, and somewhere, there might still be people who know the real story, but have kept silent for 75 years. What's your theory? Spy, lover, or something else? Will the code ever be cracked? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more unsolved mysteries that have baffled the world's greatest minds. Some secrets are meant to stay buried. Others are just waiting for the right person to unlock them.